In this video, we will be demonstrating how to throw the 24-foot extension ladder. It will be a 2 firefighter evolution, and it's going to be done with the low shoulder carry. The 2 firefighters will place themselves between rungs 2 and 3 on both the tip and the butt of the ladder. They will throw the ladder the exact same way as the roof ladder. You will start facing the tip. By picking it up, you will turn into and face the building and have the butt forward. As you're approaching the building, you are still going to verbalize that you are clearing overhead obstructions and wires, as well as checking for anything in front of you. And you're going to verbalize that you're going to be moving forward, ladder coming forward. As you approach the building with the ladder, the person at the butt is responsible for determining where the ladder is going to be placed. He will stop in his position, hold a fist up, and announce stop loudly so the person can hear him. After that, the person at the butt of the ladder will set the butt down and foot the beams. We will show you on how to do that, and we will have the 2 people demonstrate it. I will walk you through it as they throw the ladder. The person at the tip will then raise the ladder up, climbing rung to rung, raising the ladder. After that, you will support the ladder against the beams, and you will foot the same side as the other person on the other side of the ladder. The halyard will be raised, and the person that is away from the building will spot and tell you when to stop raising the ladder. You will then throw the halyard out of the way, take a step back to the building. Then you will determine your proper climbing angle and make sure that your ladder is sized appropriately for where you're wanting to place it. After you do that, you will check your climbing angle, you will make sure that you have 4 points of contact, and then you will tie off your halyard using the clove hitch. After you use the clove hitch and tie it, your ladder is secured and it will be ready to climb. Then you will simply reverse the steps to bring the ladder down. So now we will demonstrate throwing the 24-foot extension ladder. The 2 firefighters are placed in between rungs 2 and 3. So now they will use their proper lifting technique to beam the ladder and stand up and raise it and get it ready to throw.
Here we go, beaming ladder. 1, 2, 3. Shouldering ladder. 1, 2, 3.
So now they are facing the building. The person at the back is now leading. He is the one that is going to give vocal commands. The person at the butt of the ladder is responsible for where it's going to be placed.
Clear in front, ladder moving forward.
They will check for overhead obstructions and wires. Person at the butt spots it, says stop, ladder, and stands on the beams. So real quick to emphasize this point, in order to ladder and make sure that the ladder does not kick up, the person at the butt of the ladder will put their toes on the beams so it does not slide out from underneath them. Now, the person at the tip is going to raise the ladder, climbing rung to rung. Before he does that, he is going to verbalize and make sure that there are no overhead wires and obstructions.
Clear overhead wires and obstructions. Ladder coming up. Putting to the inside.
Now the ladder is straight up in the air. They are going to foot the same side by putting their toes on the same beam of the ladder. That supports the ladder and makes sure that it's not going to fall. The person against the building is responsible for raising the fly section by pulling the halyard. You'll use a hand over hand technique where your hands will be facing away from you and you'll pull the halyard like so. The person that is on this side of the ladder is responsible for spotting where the fly section is going to be.
Clear overhead, wires and obstructions. Ladder coming back. 3, 2, 1.
Now the ladder is against the building. They're going to check for their proper climbing angle, make sure that it has 4 points of contact, and then they will tie off their halyard.
Climbing angle good.
Now he will tie off the ladder with the clove hitch. You will do 2 wraps on one side. There's your first. There's your second. You will come around and hand yourself the halyard from underneath, pull it down through, and you will tighten it up. After you tighten it up with your slack, you will tie a safety knot so it will not catch on someone's foot as they're climbing the ladder, and it will secure the knot. Now that it is tied, your ladder is secured and it is ready to climb.
Ladder ready to climb.
If your ladder is at the improper climbing angle and needs to be adjusted, you will use both personnel to adjust the ladder. You will grab rungs 2 and 5, and you will not walk backwards with the ladder, you will move the ladder forwards. You will adjust the ladder like so until you have the proper climbing angle.
Climbing angle set, ladder ready to climb.
So now simply to take the ladder down, we will reverse the steps.
Clear overhead, clear behind.
Clear overhead, wires and obstructions, ladder coming back. Foot same side. Hands and feet clear.
Hands and feet clear, ladder coming down.
Pay attention to how he moves the halyard. He does not want to let the halyard slide through his hands. You will secure the ladder, make sure the dogs are hooked on the rung, and now the ladder is ready to be lowered.
Clear behind, wires and obstructions, ladder's coming down.
You will foot both sides on this side and walk the ladder back rung to rung.
Good. Shouldering ladder.
Now, the person in the back is still in command, so now the person at the butt of the ladder is going to give the verbal commands. That way the person in the front can hear.
Ladder going forward.
Now it is the person in front's position to say stop.
Hold.
Bring down ladder. 1, 2, 3.
As you set the ladder down, you're not going to lean the ladder away from you. You're going to take a step to the side and set it down to save your back and use the proper technique. That is how you throw the 24-foot extension ladder.